This is Emily Tinch interviewing Connor Tinch. Hi Connor, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Good, doing pretty well. What is your name?
My full name is Stephen Connor Tinch.
Alright. Now Connor, what is your musical experience?
Well, I started playing the piano in kindergarten, and I continued that until about 5th grade, and that's when I stopped playing the piano, and I actually joined my middle school band, and in my middle school band I started playing the trumpet. And I played trumpet for my 6th and 7th grade years in band, and then in 8th grade I dropped band, and then I decided to go to choir.
Now, how did you choose the trumpet?
How did I choose the trumpet?
Was there a system that you went through?
Yeah, I mean, I'd always asked my mom since like 3rd grade I wanted to play the trumpet. And she kept telling me, no, wait till middle school, no, wait till middle school. And so middle school got there, but I didn't just say I wanted to play the trumpet. What we did was we went around, my band director, Mr. Frost, he would have some of his friends, or he'd get lesson teachers to come in, and then we would go and try for each instrument, and then they would rate us from 1 to 5. And if you got a 5, that means that's probably the better instrument for you, and if you got a 1, you probably didn't play that instrument, and I got a 5 on the trumpet.
Okay, alright. Have you, Connor, have you ever went to any concerts? And if so, what were they?
Oh, good Lord, I've been to a bunch of them. I've been to everything from Katy Perry. I've been to Alan Jackson, Lil Wayne too.
Well, did you have a favorite one out of any of those?
Probably the Alan Jackson.
Alan Jackson, okay. What do you feel, like, emotionally when you play music or sing?
Emotionally, it all depends on the piece of music. It's not like you don't just get one feeling from playing the music. It's gotta be, if it's a sad song, obviously you're gonna feel sad. It all depends on, one, the tempo and the beat and how it sounds. Two, the lyrics will also play a big role in how you feel emotionally in a piece of music.
Now, do you have a role model in the music world? It could be from anyone popular to, you mentioned a band director or a choir director.
Yeah, my band director, Matt Frost, he's a BGSU alumni, and he was there, and he was a really good band director. He knew what he was doing. He knew how to make sure, he knew what each music needed to sound like. He could tell the one exact person who played a wrong note out of 14 other people. Also, Mr. Sean Hurley, he's my choir director this year, and honestly, I kind of went into choir expecting it just to be a breeze and, just be an easy A, filler class, but it actually turned out he actually ended up pushing me, and when I was actually pushed, I found out, hey, this is pretty cool. And I actually started enjoying choir.
Now, have you, when he pushed you, what did he push you to do?
He pushed us to stop thinking, choir's this, choir's that. He decided, what do you really feel about choir? And then the way he would push us is, if someone wasn't hitting the right note, he wouldn't single out anybody to make them feel bad. He'd single them out so he could fix the note, fix the problem to make the whole choir sound better. So if you weren't singing the right note, so if you weren't hitting the right note, he has a very wide range of music, meaning he can go pretty low as a tenor, and he can go very, very high like a soprano because he's gone through many years from middle school. He grew up in the Beaver Creek City School District. From middle school all the way throughout college, he was part of the male choir at Miami University. But so he'll sing the right pitch, and then he'll have you sing and move up and down on the scale until you match pitch, and so you can hear the pitch, so you can know what you're singing.
Okay. All right. So you said you played the trumpet, or the piano first, and then the trumpet. Now, which one was your favorite and why?
I would have to say I really enjoyed both, but I would have to lean more. I would have to lean more towards the piano.
Now, why?
I don't. Well, when it comes to piano, I mean, both have good sounds. So I just like the sound of piano better. One, and two. For example, like in a choir or whatnot, if you have a 3-piece song with the piano, you can play all 3 parts at the same time. So the students or whoever that's in the choir can actually sound what's like it's gonna hear. But on the trumpet, you gotta play one part at a time. So one saves time and two makes it sound. You know what you're gonna hear and sound in the song.
Okay, that makes sense. Have you ever been moved by a song?
Not many songs move me, but yes, I have been moved by a song before.
What was that song, and how did it move you?
Gosh, like I said, there's not a whole lot of songs that move me, but one that I would have to say is Hallelujah.
Hallelujah? Okay. Alright. Now, do you have a favorite song that you like to listen to?
There's so much new music coming every day. There's new songs on iTunes, new top charts, new everything. So, I mean, it's hard for me to say I have one favorite song, but if I had to choose right now, there's 2 songs that I'm really enjoying right now. Take Your Time by Sam Hunt and Lips Don't Lie by Meghan Trainor.
Okay, so you are they in the same genre, or?
No, Take Your Time is a country song. It's not a traditional rural country, if that makes any sense, song, but it's a country song, and then Lips Don't Lie by Meghan Trainor is a pop song.
Okay, so you like to listen to different genres?
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you have a favorite song that you like to play?
On the piano?
Yes, on the piano. You said that was your favorite.
Yeah. Really enjoy playing Stay by Rihanna.
Okay, alright. That is a very good song. Now, why do you like music so much?
Music's a way to express your feelings. Like, if you're sad, sometimes you might play a sad song if that's the mood you're in. Or if you need something to lift you up, you can always listen to a happier song or more upbeat song to get your mind racing, clear your head of everything, almost like relaxing you.
Okay. Now, in your opinion, what is the most important part of the music?
I would have to say the most important part of the music. Now, a song, like a singing song, or what?
A singing song.
I would have to say the most important part would be the lyrics. Not the beat and the tempo or the rhythm and everything. All that stuff is very, very important because you need all that stuff to make a song. But you can have the best beat in the world or whatever, but if you don't have words that fit the beat and the rhythm and the tone, it doesn't sound good, and it doesn't clash very well. And the lyrics of the song a lot of times they'll tell a story, yeah.
Okay, alright. Now, why did you said kindergarten, correct?
Yes.
Why did you start in kindergarten music?
Oh.
Or I'm sure, your love for music start before then? Or why did you get into music?
Well, before kindergarten, I obviously, like most people in the world, I went to preschool. And one day at preschool, my teacher actually, there was a one room that had a piano in it, so she brought us in there, she started playing, and I had never seen or heard of anything of like what a piano was before. And I was like, oh my god, that's awesome. I want to play it. And so the next year in kindergarten, I actually asked my mom, I was like, can I start playing piano? And she was like, sure. So we found a teacher and it went from there.
Okay. Now, when you said you were in band and then choir.
Yes.
Now, was there like a certain system? Like I know some bands you have to memorize all your music, and choir you have to memorize all. Like, do you memorize? Is that how do you learn your music?
We learn, I mean, we do what we call, the first time we get the piece, we do what we call sight reading. And what sight reading is, you're literally looking at the piece of music for the first time, and you just sing or play through the whole song without stopping to see. And a lot of time, most of the time, choir or band directors will have their students do that because they want to see where they're at, like how well they play the song at the beginning. Because if there's one part that they already know or they sing real well, they're not going to focus on that part. They're going to go and focus on the part that needs help. And so what you sight read that, and then for a while you actually look at the music and you look after the music to help you, to guide you, whatnot. Then once you're comfortable with the song and the director thinks you know it, you close the music, you don't do whatnot, and you just watch the director and direct you, and you should have it memorized at that point.
Okay. Now, are you okay with that method? Did you ever have any issues with that?
No, it's actually a very good method because, I mean, it's weeks you're looking at that music every single day. If you take school, choir, band, so you're constantly practicing and constantly looking at the music. So you should have it memorized. And if you don't, it's really simple just to take it home and to look over it for 10 minutes every night to help you.
All right. Speaking of home, how often did you practice the piano, your trumpet, and then how do you practice singing?
Singing, to practice singing, I'm going to come back to that one.
Okay.
But for the piano and the trumpet, usually a good 20 minutes for your basic bookwork and everything is good for any band instrument or any instrument really. And you can classify this with singing too, or not singing yet, but you can classify 20 minutes of your bookwork or whatnot, and then if there's a song like a sheet music that you're working on and you're having trouble with a certain part, that's when you practice a little bit extra so you can perfect that part for the next day or whatnot. And that's how you practice singing. You really only practice the basics that you're struggling with, and two, if there's a part that you're struggling with or you need to memorize so you have it the next day.
All right. Well, thank you, Connor, for your time and everything. Is there anything else that I did not ask you that you would like to say?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Thank you so much, Connor.
Of course.